What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Redcoin, RDD to BTC, Redcoin to Bitcoin. Just another crypto altcoin that I do want to discuss with you guys. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. Giveaway at 5,000 subscribers, which is right around the corner. We're about to be like 4,950. I think we're at 940 right now. So I guess that's the next milestone, 950, and then obviously 5,000. So I guess let's jump into today's episode. So as you read in the title, I did say that there is potential, or I'm seeing some sort of potential big move or big play in Litecoin and Bitcoin. Now, I do want to discuss with you what exactly that I noticed. Now, obviously, I did say in the title that it is a bullish move. And yes, symmetrical triangles, which we will discuss, is a bullish move in my view of things and the way I've been graphing cryptocurrency and watching from previous times. I know a lot of people have seen ascending triangles and they say they're bullish, but from what I've seen within cryptocurrency, they compare it to stocks and stuff. They say ascending triangles are bullish, and they probably are bullish in some other moves. But there's a few things that I want to point out. I know there's a lot I want to discuss with you guys, but before I do want to discuss this current coin market cap, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. Otherwise, hopefully you guys have checked out the description in my videos. I've added a bunch more links. It's actually pretty cool. So obviously I have my Crypto TV merch. It's awesome stuff. Definitely recommend checking it out if you're into cryptocurrency or you want to support the channel. And then I do have an Amazon link. So basically you can click that link and see all different products related to cryptocurrency: accessories, watches, wallets, t-shirts, mugs, all this crazy stuff. That is, if you want specifically for my Crypto TV logo, that's on the Streamlabs link for my merch. But I have all these other cool Litecoin stuff and Bitcoin stuff and all this other drinks and whatever on that Amazon link. So definitely check that out too. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So as you guys can see, current market cap is 221 billion, 24-hour volume 14.4, Bitcoin dominance 51.6. So slightly down in Bitcoin dominance, which means that we're seeing, well, you'd assume, well, no, it's actually about even from yesterday. So not much is actually moving out of Bitcoin. Market cap is practically even, and then 24-hour volume is practically the same. So not much. They're slightly lower than yesterday, but otherwise there's not much movement, honestly, like at all. So looking at these top 10 cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin not even really down by much, 0.09%. Ethereum down by 1.3%. XRP 0.84. The important ones, Litecoin 1.96. So that's taking a bigger hit. And then we have obviously 2 out of the 10 coins are up, Stellar and Tether, but not even by 1%. So it's really not that meaningful. Otherwise, majority of the coins seem to be in red and only down by like 1 to 2%. There are a couple coins that are up quite a bit. It depends what quite a bit is, but Verge up 3%. We have, what is this? Pundi X up by 5%. Otherwise, market seems to be, Redcoin, like we were going to talk about today, up 16%. So we'll definitely check that out. I think that's quite interesting. Let me know if you guys actually own Redcoin in your portfolios. Otherwise, I want to start with Bitcoin first today, then we'll look at Litecoin, because I think Bitcoin's importance and then how it plays over to Litecoin is actually beneficial and quite crucial to the market if you guys are new. So obviously, as you guys hopefully know, and for my new people who have subscribed, who I actually have at my college, a bunch of buddies of mine, they're probably watching this video right now, have actually come up to me and spoken to me at their interest in cryptocurrency. And I guess it's spreading around my college that I'm quite a big fan of cryptocurrency and that I have a YouTube channel. So they have brought it up to my attention that I do cryptocurrency, and it's pretty awesome. So if you're watching the video, shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. Big support for the channel right there. But otherwise, let's just check out Bitcoin. So speaking to you guys, the newer generation who want to get into Bitcoin but don't really know how, Bitcoin pretty much dominates the rest of the market. So when we're seeing Bitcoin right now, the fact that we're seeing it dominates in terms of if Bitcoin drops, so do altcoins and cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin is the leading factor at the end of the day, with majority of the altcoins, especially the top 10 cryptocurrencies. So the fact that we're seeing some sort of accumulation pattern here, it's interesting. If you look at the long term, we are setting higher lows. So the last previous low is higher than the last one. So this is right down here at like 62. Then we have like 62.40 compared to 62.30. Then we make a bigger jump to 63. Then we have a bigger one at like 64. And now we're having an even bigger one at 65. So a concern to me would be is if we manage to fall lower than any of these previous highs or previous lows, depending on how you want to look at it. But we do seem to be in some upwards trend, and we are currently retesting our high-low minimum moving average on the 4-hour, which could potentially be bad, but it does seem to be holding quite well right now. The past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles, 9, 18, 27, 36 hours. The past 36 hours, we've been hovering above this high-low minimum moving average, holding support quite well. We actually dipped quite low today, the past 4 hours, to like 65.20, retesting that red line right here. You can see that red band. We did retrace back up right now to 65.50, 65.60, whatever that price is right now, 65.80. 65.58. So we did retrace back up, which is quite nice. We are hugging this quite well, and it's very interesting. We do have plenty of potential in the relative strength index to pop up much higher. So I'm really anticipating some sort of move up. Like I said, we are headed right to E, that point that I've drawn. Even if we, move that right there, we are still looking to be quite on track. And I do think a move to around E is definitely in the near future, and obviously completing its Elliott wave formation and then potentially moving to a breakout. So to show you that on a better scale, if we, kind of quickly bump over to the daily chart, what I'm pointing out and what I'm trying to reference here is that we're in some sort of Elliott wave. So as you guys can see, hopefully this looks a little more clear to some of you guys now that I zoomed out compared to looking at it from a more microeconomic standpoint on a 4-hour scale. We're now looking at this from a wider view at a daily scale. You can see we started around here, went to A, completed A, then fell down to B. Fairly hard. You can see it's just a straight drop right there. Absolutely wild. Then we pulled back up to C, plummeted. Then we went back to D. You can see right here, if we just connect this right there. And then we shot back up to E, or we're heading to E right now. You can also see a very beautiful support that's been on the crypto, the Bitcoin, for quite some time now, keeping the price kind of reserved and higher up. So that does look nice in my opinion. You can also see I think we're going to complete E. You can see the symmetrical triangle forming right here. This is the point right there. So if we hit E anywhere within here, it's pretty much completing this Elliott wave. And truly, I would like to see a retracement back up to its high-low minimum moving average on the daily point of view, and then breaking out and moving much higher. So to go on that, what I'm anticipating to happen kind of is what I wanted to talk about with Redcoin. So to pull up Redcoin right now, as you guys can see on its daily right here, we're on the daily, you can see how it had a lot of resistance right here trying to break above its high-low MMA on its daily chart. And as you can see, finally finding enough pressure to break out and kind of hanging around the top of this green band right here, it finally got enough support to pop up and like explode out. That's what we're looking for with Bitcoin right now. So not only do we have the symmetrical triangle forming, but we're inching our way much closer to its high-low minimum moving average. And I'm honestly expecting and anticipating us to move right back up to its high-low MMA, kind of converge into the line, trade sideways a bit, and then potentially, pop up and explode, and we could see some 8,500 level prices. And now how this affects Litecoin is in term that when we do move up to E, and if we do move up to our high-low MMA at around $7,000, and if we do break up, we're definitely headed up. That whole move, from here to E is a move upwards. From E to its high-low MMA is a move upwards, and then breaking out of its high-low MMA is a move upwards. How that relates to or correlates to Litecoin is we are making an ascending triangle. Now, I have talked about in the past that ascending triangles on Litecoin and especially just cryptocurrency as a whole, how from what I've seen, it's negative. Ascending triangles break bearish. So I want to point that out, that this could and this could potentially break bearish. It's very possible. Now, there's a few things that could make this break bullish. Now, I know people, like I said before, who trade stocks, ascending triangles are a bullish formation, a bullish pattern that they look for, and descending triangles break bearish. Now, what I'm pointing out here is we are setting higher lows, so that is a good thing. But also the fact that Bitcoin isn't in a symmetrical triangle. It's in a more, Bitcoin isn't in a ascending triangle. It's in a symmetrical triangle, as you can see it forming. And if it does break bullish from here, that volume may trickle down into Litecoin and help support this coin break out of its uptrend right here, this uptrend that it has right here. So it's definitely, a lot could happen right now, but Litecoin is definitely, winding up for something very powerful to happen. Whether that breaks bullish or bearish, we don't know. There's a lot of indicators right now that is showing me a more bullish move. Hopefully you guys can relate to that. If you do see it or you don't see it, let me know in the comments your opinion on this type of move and this formation right here. But things are looking quite nice. Something is bound to happen up here. We're going to have this consolidation. We're not going to see much price movement. Honestly, if we get up to around $62, I wouldn't be surprised. But then the big move is going to happen. Either we're going to break up much higher and shoot all the way up to 67, which is what people are obviously wanting, or we could break bearish and fall right back down to $55, which is what we don't want. But obviously, we're going to have to, bear through this, stick through this, and watch and, graph and do some technical analysis as the time gets closer. And then we'll really be able to predict the precise movement of this crypto. For the most part, obviously, manipulation is going to affect a big standpoint of the way this market moves. But, I do think we're out of that bear market as a whole, and I do think we're in a more accumulation phase. So a bullish movement is definitely a possibility, and it's something that I could definitely anticipate happening, especially because a lot of people don't expect bullish breakouts to happen anymore. It gives me more certainty that one could happen very soon. To wrap things up with the blue chip cryptos, I do think Ethereum is still in its consolidation phase. Another significant pattern to look for those of you who are new to the show and don't really or haven't watched any of my previous Ethereum episodes. I want to show you this massive downtrend that has formed on Ethereum. You can see right here a beautiful downtrend in the price. You can see we started all the way up here the 10th of January of 2018, so pretty much the beginning of this year, and you can see the massive downtrend that has formed on the graph for so long, and we have not yet been able to break that. Now, to me, the way I'm seeing this is we're gonna, when we do break out of this downtrend, we're gonna break out very, very, very hard and very, very, very quick. So you do want to be ready for that. Obviously, have this chart up, be very mindful and patient. But when this coin blows and this coin breaks out, we're going to move very high, very quickly. Definitely up to 350 plus. So be patient and be ready for that. Lastly, to wrap things up with RDD, I am seeing some sort of uptrend on the coin right now from right here. Hopefully you guys noticed that. So there is an uptrend right here. You can see its resistance right there as well, right around. Yeah, wow, that's beautiful. That's interesting too. So we've talked about ascending triangles being bearish, but look at this. So this is an ascending triangle right here. Hopefully you guys can realize that. So I'm going to correct it like that. So now compare this to Litecoin. I'm going to just zoom in for us so we can get a better view of things. But you can see the ascending triangle that broke bullish for the first time that I've ever actually seen in cryptocurrency. You can see this is a smaller ascending triangle, right, on the 4-hour for Litecoin. And if we compare this to RDD, Redcoin, you can see the bigger daily ascending triangle that formed and that we broke bullish to. You can see it has tested its resistance quite a bit. Also, it's high-low MMA, and with enough support, it popped and went so much higher so quickly. So obviously, we're trying to see how that could correlate to Litecoin and Bitcoin. Obviously, it doesn't necessarily, but that's the pattern that we're looking for. But that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode, guys. If you like this content, make sure to leave a giant thumbs up. Turn on post notifications, giveaway at 5,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.